Hey guys, it's Margie here with the Wanderlust Collective. I just want to go over a little more in depth, starting with the introduction to drawing. So today I just want to explain this a little further, all of these, this drawing course. Introduction to drawing is where we're going to start. Click on that. There it goes. The first thing you're going to see when you open this course is the materials and supplies list. It's really important, especially if you're a beginner, to go through the materials here. If you have these materials already, that's wonderful. But if you don't, we've made it easier for you to access it just by clicking on these links if you need to purchase them. So we have, just to make it easier, the Strathmore paper pad, a kit that brings in all of the value pencils that we're going to be learning about, with the eraser. It even has a little mannequin for you, stumps for blending, and that even comes with sandpaper that you can sharpen your pencils with. The next one would be, we move on to, is introduction. And the first thing you see is the kit that I was just talking about that brings all of the pencils, so you get to learn about the values. But not only that, it also has the colored chalks in there that you can use. It has charcoal, here's a little mannequin, it has a eraser, and it even has stumps for you and a sharpener. So that pretty much has everything to get you started. Basically, in the introduction, I talk about how to use the kit and what the kit contains. Let's move on to the value scale. So the value scale, we actually get to use the pencils, and you get to use shade to make a value scale and to know what tone, what pencils are soft, which ones are hard. We get to know how to use our material so that you're more comfortable to do the exercises. Then we're going to move on to textures. So right here, here's the value scale that we are going to do together. And basically you have all of these are all the pencils that we've used for the scale. You have the hard pencils, 2H, 3H, 4H, 5H, the in-between. And then we have all of the soft pencils right here, and you get to sort of recognize what each of them can do so that you're comfortable. Then we move on to creating some textures with each one. So I'm going to show you different techniques that you can use to for your drawings to make them look a little more realistic and to have a lot of fun with them. So I suggest that you practice and you play around with these, because they're going to make all the difference in your work. The next thing we're going to move on to is creating a sphere. And let me see if I can find where I start that.
So the weight.
There it is. So we're going to go ahead and create a sphere together. We are going to talk about the light source and how to make something look three-dimensional just by shading it and really paying attention to the direction of the light. So, and again, I always say, practice it, have fun, play around with the pencils so that you can really get to know how to use each one. We're going to move on to examples. Now, in this video, I actually go over the techniques once again, sort of like an overview, and then we go on to talk about Raphael Sanzio, who was an artist during the Renaissance period who worked for the Pope at the time and did all kinds of murals and paintings, and he used in his paintings and drawings, he used a lot of these techniques like cross-hatching and things like that to make his subjects look three-dimensional. So it's really interesting, and I thought it was really fun to show you how other painters use these techniques. Now, you also will have a PDF to go over these techniques for you. You can print this out. You can keep it in a binder to look at whenever you need it. And that about wraps it up. Now, if you have any questions on any of these videos for drawing, just leave me a comment, or you can go to the home button, or not even, it's right here on the right side. You could just go right over here and email me directly, and I will get right back to you and help you out anytime you get stuck. Have a great day, guys.